Sunny Hostin speaks out why she thinks prosecutors are struggling to prove their case against Diddy. The legal storm surrounding music and business mogul Sean Diddy Combs has become one of the most talked about stories in both entertainment and legal circles, drawing attention from fans, critics, and media outlets around the globe. Now, legal expert and television personality Sunny Hostin has stepped into the conversation, sharing her perspective on why she believes prosecutors are facing significant challenges in proving the explosive charges against Diddy. For months, the music industry and the public have been fixated on the unfolding legal drama, as Diddy faces accusations that include sex trafficking and racketeering, charges that could carry enormous legal consequences if proven. Despite the gravity of the allegations, Hostin, who is not only a seasoned lawyer but also a former federal prosecutor and a co-host of The View, has offered a measured take, suggesting that the case might not be as straightforward as it appears. Hostin has pointed out that racketeering charges are notoriously difficult to prove, requiring prosecutors to demonstrate a coordinated pattern of illegal activity carried out for a common purpose. According to her, building such a case often demands extensive evidence that not only connects individual alleged acts, but also paints a clear picture of an organized criminal enterprise. While public reports and allegations have certainly cast a shadow over Diddy's reputation, Hostin argues that translating those allegations into evidence that holds up in a court of law is an entirely different challenge. She further explains that when it comes to the sex trafficking charges, the prosecution bears a heavy burden of proof. These cases often hinge on demonstrating force, fraud, or coercion, and the credibility of witnesses can become a significant issue. Hostin emphasizes that witness statements, especially in high-profile cases, are placed under intense scrutiny. She notes that any inconsistencies, changes in stories, or questions about a witness's motives can weaken the prosecution's argument, making it more difficult for a jury to reach a unanimous guilty verdict beyond a reasonable doubt. Beyond the legal hurdles, Hostin highlights how celebrity trials often unfold in a uniquely charged atmosphere. She explains that when a figure as famous and influential as Diddy is involved, the stakes are not only legal but also social and cultural. The media coverage, public opinion, and social media discourse create an environment where every detail, rumor, or leaked piece of information takes on outsized significance. Hostin suggests that this heightened visibility can both help and hinder the prosecution, as it puts pressure on them to prove their case, but also invites relentless skepticism and second-guessing from the public. Hostin's comments have ignited intense reactions online. Across YouTube, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter, people are debating whether her analysis is a fair assessment of the prosecution's uphill battle, or an attempt to soften the seriousness of the allegations against a powerful celebrity. Some fans have praised Hostin for her legal expertise and her willingness to remind the public that even the most shocking allegations must be proven in court. One viewer commented on YouTube that Sunny was right to focus on the standard of proof, insisting that public outrage doesn't equal a conviction. Others, however, feel her statements risk downplaying the gravity of the allegations. Critics argue that celebrities often escape accountability because of wealth, fame, and influence, and that legal experts should be cautious not to unintentionally reinforce that perception. One commenter wrote, "People with money get away with everything. We shouldn't be giving them the benefit of the doubt just because it's hard to prove." Amid this storm of opinions, Diddy himself has continued to maintain his innocence. Through his legal team, he has issued strong denials, asserting that the allegations are false and driven by opportunism, greed, or personal vendettas. His representatives have insisted that he has never engaged in sex trafficking or run any criminal enterprise, and they have vowed to fight the charges vigorously in court. Despite the legal and public relations turmoil, Diddy has kept a relatively low profile in recent weeks, leaving many wondering what his next move will be and how the trial might unfold. Legal analysts agree that the outcome of this case could have far-reaching consequences, not only for Diddy's personal and professional future, but also for how the justice system handles high-profile defendants accused of serious crimes. If the prosecution manages to prove its case, it could set a significant precedent regarding accountability in the world of entertainment and celebrity influence. On the other hand, if Diddy is acquitted, it could fuel further debate about whether the legal system is equipped to hold powerful figures to account. For now, all eyes remain on the courtroom, where prosecutors face the monumental task of transforming sensational allegations into concrete evidence strong enough to convince a jury. Sunny Hostin's analysis serves as a reminder that in the American legal system, allegations alone are never enough. In the end, the fate of Sean Diddy Combs rests not on headlines or speculation, but on the strength of the evidence and the decisions of 12 jurors who must weigh every fact with care. As this legal saga continues to unfold, one thing is certain: the world will be watching every development with intense curiosity and anticipation. Keywords: Sean Combs trial,